everybody. Here is yet another computer cleanout video, and this video will be featuring the HP model Pavilion P6000. Let's go have a close look at this machine, because you're in for a surprise, I tell you. The last time I worked on this computer was back when it was brand new, when it was sent to me in 2010 in the original factory box. I performed the OEM PC wipe and reinstall procedure on this machine, and of course, seeing that's HP, I'm going to spin it around. And this HP actually has a little Torx bit flathead screw on there, so I'm going to grab me a screwdriver to get this thing open. Okay, I got this thing spun around, got the cover off so you can see inside. Look at that power supply fan. Just have a look at that. That is filthy. Look at all the dust in the fans and in the ports on the back of the computer. I'm telling you, it's just filthy. Have a look inside this thing. Look at that CPU fan, shall you? Just look at that. Absolutely filthy. And that is a AMD Athlon 2 quad-core CPU, by the way. We got our memory here, and it's being all powered by our 2002 compliant Bestech ATX 25012Z. I got Pentium 4 systems from 2003 that had this exact power supply installed, and they're still using this crap on a quad-core system. Having to use adapters for both the hard drive and the CD drive, because of course this 2002 compliant power supply does not come with SATA plugs. There is an updated version that actually does have SATA plugs, surprisingly. Pretty nice system. Has a 750 gig hard drive, and let me see how much memory we have just at a glance. Well, here's the specs at a glance right here. This thing is completely stock. 4 gigs of DDR3, 70 gig hard drive. It even has built-in wireless LAN and 64-bit Windows 7. Integrated ATI Radeon HD 4200 graphics. Of course, yeah, being all run off a 250 watt power supply. So if you want to add additional hard drive or put in the most basic of graphics cards, you gotta buy a power supply for this thing. Anyways, let's get to the clean out, shall we? This is going to be kind of a comparison video too, because I'm going to be cleaning out a part system that's sitting down there on the floor, on the ground. This will do a little comparison with that one versus that one during this video. Now let's get to cleaning this thing out and let some dust fly. Air compressor's already charged up. And cover my nose. This is going to be a filthy one. Filthy. Folks, don't let your computer get this dirty. If you didn't hear me, don't let your computer get this dirty. This is even worse than Mid-Tower Lux was about like a month ago. Filthy! This one's pretty bad. Oh man. Oh. Oh man. Ooh. Whew, I gotta get some fresh air. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, now that the air has settled, let's go ahead and have a look at this thing. That was bad. That was really, really bad. Okay, notice the difference. How much cleaner it is. It's like a whole different computer. You can actually see the fans in the CPU cooler now. I imagine that quad-core CPU was getting pretty hot. Couldn't properly cool itself with all that dust in the way. That is about 2 years worth of dust right there. That was anyway. Because I set this thing up in 2010. And it hasn't been back to me since for repairs until now, or just at least for service. It didn't really need any service done, it just needed to be cleaned out. But yeah. That was pretty bad. I kid you not. Alrighty, now that that's done, let's go and throw the cover back on this one. And I'll show you that parts computer. Remember, as I had said, this computer has a 250 watt power supply with no SATA connections, only a 20 pin mainboard connection, and yeah, that's pretty sad if you ask me. The 12 volt rail is only 14 amps on this unit. Okay, here's the other HP. This one here is not as dirty, but it does need some cleaning out. And I figure while I was at it, I'm going to do a comparison. This is also a decent computer back in its day. This is a dual core system. This is a DDR2 system socket AM2. Has an AMD Athlon 64X2 4600 plus CPU. And the power supply, I haven't really even tested it, but these Hypros are known to have bad capacitors. Same goes for the Bastechs that is in that other HP. But notice, on our power supply we have 24 pin main connection. We have SATAs. You have multiple SATA connections, along with your typical 4-pin Molex connections. This power supply is 300 watt. This unit is actually a underrated 350 watt unit. You can actually get 350 watts out of this power supply. People have load tested and found that out. This unit has a 12 volt rail rated for 19 amps, much more favorable for this kind of computer, and much better overall, much better build quality and everything. So it's a lot better for the rest of the system when to have a proper power supply. And let's go ahead and clean this one out. And I tested this computer using a different power supply, and it starts right up just fine. I only paid 15 bucks for that thing, for $14.99. So I think that's a pretty decent deal. Let's go ahead and clean it out with what little air pressure I have left. He's a little worse than I thought. Can you imagine working on a computer this filthy? This is why I clean them before I work on them. And there goes our air pressure. Oh man. Woo. Blow this door off. The side panel. A little bit more. I'd say that's plenty. Whew. Not as bad as the first HP, but still enough to still enough to really make you start coughing and stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and have a look at this one. Looks a whole lot better. I don't know if you noticed, this one actually has a thumb screw to get easy access to the inside, unlike the newer HP. Same kind of fan hinge on the back, just in different locations because it's a different kind of case. Still a little bit of dust there. That's not too big of a deal. But I guess I'll go ahead and get it. That's better. So anyways, that concludes cleaning out of two HP systems and doing a little bit of a comparison between the two. So anyways, any questions or comments, feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.